Okay. I think everything's working. Let me just get some other checks in, but yeah. That should be good. Okay. Alright, I know no one's here yet, but I just want to, like, look at the Wacky pack, because I've actually not played this a whole lot. I played, like, 5 runs on Monday, and then I haven't touched it again since, so I need to... I mean, it doesn't really matter. The hell, hello. Congrats on getting here first. And Mouse, congrats on getting the redeem first. Yeah, so, for anyone that hasn't already seen, we do have a Wacky weekly pack this week. It has been a crazy long time since the last one, and these usually come up once and then you never see them again, so... Yeah, I think for today and Sunday, we're probably going to do, well, at least one each stream, but maybe 2, because I have a few ideas, things we can do with this. And yeah, get some good games in before we probably never see it again. Have we ever done birds only? Yeah. It's been a few weeks, but yeah, that used to be a staple. It's one of the nicer packs, like custom packs, because you can fill up an entire pack with all birds. Whereas most other, like, you know, species type grouping, there's nowhere near that many. Current tier is good at Wacky pack? Yeah. No, so the 2 things I want to try with the Wacky pack are current tier only, so all pets have to be from the current shop tier. I imagine food would also kind of have to be the same then, so it'd be like everything has to be from the current tier. But yeah, there's that, and I want to try a spelling pack, so you have to spell out the word wacky with the starting letters of your pets. I don't know how good that one's going to be. It's probably going to be very difficult and very luck dependent, but you know, there are pets that start with all the letters, so yeah, I think it would be fun. Anyway, let me send the Discord ping and we can start something queuing up. Alright. See, I'm just trying to decide which one I do, because we normally have fewer people at the start. But I'd like to, like, open with a Wacky and end with a Wacky, instead of doing them, you know, back-to-back or something similar. Spelling out Wacky would be mad funny. It's gonna be a bit difficult, because, like, there aren't a crazy number of WKs or Ys, but there are, like, a handful. I'm just hoping I can actually keep an eye on them. Like, hold on. If I try and search for things that start with Y, we have, yeah, Yak, Yellow Boxfish, and Yeti. That's actually not that bad, because 2 of them are at tier 6 anyway, so assuming you do miss Yak, you know, decent odds of finding one at the end of the game. Have you thought about doing Keenoe spelling for the Wacky Weekly? No. I hadn't thought about it, but, you know, maybe on Sunday if this one isn't horrible. Yeah. Anyway, let's maybe start with the spelling one then. So yeah, we'll do Wacky teams. And end with current tier only today. Just give me a minute to... I'm just gonna call it Whack. Is Wacky taken? Of course it is. Woke. There we go. Alright, the code is woke, and we're going to try and spell out teams, like, in your 5 slots, you have to have a pet that starts with the letter W, and then A, then C, then K, then Y. You can have spaces, and I imagine there will be a lot of them. But, yeah, that's what we're starting with today. Okay. Do low-tier pets become less common after turn 11? They're literally not gettable. So when I first read what the, you know, the toy modifier thing did, I assumed it just meant, like, in addition to the actual pack pets, you can also find anything from the current tier. But it's not that. It's literally all you can find from the shop is stuff from the current shop tier. From any pack, so... yeah. There are obviously kind of workarounds, like if you find, you know, anglerfish, you can take something from someone else's pack, so you can technically get things from lower tiers, but yeah, for the most part, it's just going to be whatever's currently in the current shop tier. Getting any pet to level 3 in the Wacky was interesting. Yeah, I never really tried to do a whole lot of leveling. Like, I got some level 2s at tier 6 for obvious reasons, but... I don't know, I didn't really see a reason to try and level stuff up earlier, even though I did do a few. It's easy with White Tiger, true. I haven't seen Chimp, but maybe 30 farmer dogs. Oh god, now I'm trying to think. I've seen either Chimp or farmer dog, but now I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, I'm also wondering if there are, like, tier 6s missing. I assume they wouldn't take stuff out without saying anything, but... I feel like I've seen a lot of duplicates for some of the same things, and then there are other ones that I just haven't seen at all yet, and I don't know if it's just because I haven't played enough. Or, yeah, there's actually some funky stuff happening. Because I would hate to start a build and then find out that something that I'm actively looking for just doesn't exist at all. Crazy Spinosaurus inflation. Dev should add modifiers to custom lobbies. Yeah, I agree. Like, I know they probably want these to be special, you know, not just use it whenever you want to use it, but for versus games that you can set up yourself and always have, you know, I don't say like dedicated people for, but when you're making a versus game, you don't need tons of ghost data, you know, it's just like its own thing. So I feel like it would be a good reason to keep these things around, just toggle them in. I miss them, and yeah, this is the perfect pack for doing current tier only, so would be cool to be able to hold on to this a bit longer than a week. But yeah, okay, we'll leave this another minute or so, and you know, I'll go over the rules once more now and then a little bit later when we start. But yeah, you have 5 slots. In those slots, you have to have pets that spell out the word Wacky, W-A-C-K-Y, with the first letter of the pets. So that means, like, in, you know, place 1, you can have a wolf, then, like, an aardvark, and then a, I don't know, chimpanzee. Yeah, kangaroo, yak, that kind of team. It's gonna be difficult, though. I'm hoping I'm not gonna just roll something, because I'm not paying attention to what things start with, but, you know? Do a pack with only animals with fur. I mean, maybe. I don't know, it's come up before, but it's kind of everything. Not literally everything, of course, but yeah. Sloth is allowed to replace anyone? Yeah. Yeah, so Sloth is always a wild card. Like, whatever the obvious use case for Sloth is in terms of, yeah, breaking the rules, that's always good. Pay attention, Lobby. It's going to be difficult. Like, normally with these kinds of ones, I've already kind of, you know, perfected a pack for it, so you actually have specific things to look for, but yeah, with this, it's going to be, like, literally everything. What's the speed? What's the theme? Spelling out the word Wacky with the first letters of each pet. But, yeah. I think we're probably good to go then, so good luck, everybody. It's going to be a weird one. Alright, everybody, welcome. This is the first thing we're going to be doing with the Wacky pack, so we're going to try and spell out the word Wacky with the first letters of each of our pets. So that means in the far left slot, we can only have a pet that starts with the letter W, pet that starts with A here, C, K, Y. So I can't play anything until I find pets that fit that. Chinchilla, loyal, chinchilla? Take a chinchilla. Alright, so I have AC and a K. Okay, so we actually have like a, well, not a full team, but I got 3 things, that's cool. Alright, I don't care, I don't need a name. But yeah, this is the condition. If you find a sloth, if that's even available, then yeah, that can go anywhere. So what is this? Well, I don't know why I found more. I don't know if there's a reason for me to do this, because I can't actually level them anyway. But yeah, because I'm looking for W and K, and I don't know if there are any. Sorry, Y. At tier 1. So do I just buy some of this? Try and find asparagus, push money forward. Or lemmings. I'm at 5 HP, I think we roll. There's a termite basilisk. Bunyip, frog, dragon, bunyip. Silverfish, goose, nah. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to use any of this. I'm just gonna buff you and send it, I think. But hopefully we're good. Weevils, there is a tier 1. Yeah, definitely not whatever that team is. Okay. Well, anyway, now we're at tier 2, so we can literally only find tier 2 stuff. And I found a Y, nice. Alright, A, C, K, Y. We definitely want to get rid of some of these things, but of course only if we find something usable. Bull chicken U to just insta-die, that sounds great. Typing Robin, Lima. I like rice as well, actually. Like Cycle Lima by rice. That's good. And I assume I'm gonna have an easier time finding C, at least over K, and I kind of want to keep A, so yeah, we'll put rice on you, sell for 2 extra gold. We're putting plastic saw onto this, so that blocks up to 4 damage once. Team is still terrible, but I do have most of a team, so that's cool. And yeah, bush is not allowed. It has to actually start with the letters that spell out the word wacky. And Pinky, hello. Welcome, welcome. Worm. That'd be a nice find. Dove, drop the African penguin. Small yak. So the thing about yak is, I think there are only 3 pets that start with Y. There's yak, yellow boxfish, and yeti. So I'm probably going to be holding on to this for a while, so do I want to hold this? I probably do. The only issue is I don't actually want to level it, because I'm not going to be able to see, but I think it takes more damage when you level this up. I can just buy it for the stats, maybe. Look for the tier 3s soon. Be no squirrels in A. Ooh, how does Lime work? Give 1 pet the Lime perk, takes 1 less damage. Is this infinite? Like, is this going to stop it from taking damage forever? I'm going to try it. It's obviously bad with this, but yeah, if that instantly pops and disappears, then that's just my bad, I guess. No, it doesn't work. Great. Okay, it makes sense, but I was hoping it wasn't like a garlic type thing where there was a minimum amount of damage that goes through. Alright, barnacle osprey, muskox, blue throated macaw. Don't think I need any of this food. None of that. Fig could be pretty strong. Yeah, I don't even have very big things. I'm going to freeze a fig. Capybara, definitely better. Well, I'm going to say so. Roll and sell, give newly rolled shop pets +1/+1, so I quite like that. Might just buy the fig for it as well. I doubt it's going to get very big. Yeah, nothing there. Sugar glider, aardvark. Maybe. Do many people have summons? There's a lot of crickets around. I think I will. I think that's still an upgrade, so I'll take it. Kangaroo. No, okay. So yeah, still haven't found a W, or if I have, then I forgot about it. But I quite like the food I have frozen. I think that's going to be 3 HP for my front line. And perfect, I will take draws. Okay. Weasel, it's a backline, but I think we take it. Faint gain 1 gold next turn. Yeah, I think I'm just doing this. We buy just right porridge for you to, yeah, give it some more HP, and then we avocado. Look for new things at tier 4. Can't use any of those. Don't really care about this. But yeah, we have a full team. Weasel, Aardvark, Capybara, Kiwi, and Yak. That's nice. I thought it was going to be way harder to get a full team going. So worms. Yeah, Cat Leader, you are definitely cheating. This is all just nonsense stuff. Please sell up or leave. It's a wolf team. There's a lot more W's than I thought. This team isn't cheating, but they are like shuffled over. Koala Yak. Dude, that's a nice K. Bro. My lime sucks and theirs is amazing. Okay. Well, I don't think I want any of this. Kakapo. Better than a Kiwi, but is it still worth the swap? I mean, probably, right? I just sell a Kiwi, Kakapo. Maybe give it the oyster mushrooms. Yeah, you're like... I don't know. I mean, it's kind of bad either way. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Alright. Before attack, set attack and HP to at least 9 once. So I'm still doing it to you. It's not a transform. It's Andrew Sarchis. It's potentially better than Aardvark. You know, just like eat some random stuff. I think I'll do that. I'm gonna protect you, freeze banana. Don't use any of that. Anubis. I would have to level it to feel remotely good about that, so no. Yeah. Interesting thing about the Andrew Sarchis. Whoops. I'm not gonna be able to move it, so it's always eating whatever's in the second position. And they're getting money and I'm not. I hate backline Weasel. I still kind of want to give this to it. I am. Alright, I have no idea what I'm looking for. I just want to try and improve something somewhere. Give 1 pet plus 3 HP and convert 2 attack into HP. Yeah, we will... Sorry. Well, whatever. Point is, I want to buy that. So yeah, we take it, we roll... I could risk a chickpea at some point. Are there any things that's already in the pack that are usable? Not really. There's Kappa. Ahuizotl. Nah. Like, I'm just gonna roll. I could, like, freeze one of these, try and feed you a bigger thing. I'm just gonna trust it. Yeah, still not freezing any of that. Alright. Away into tier 5. Okay. Still looking pretty good. I really just want to get very nice high tier stuff though. And Amalgamation is tempting, because if I do find other things to swap in, then they'll all be, you know, high attack, have some mana. I did just give you good equipment though. Like, I'd rather get rid of these two before anything. And we can definitely find better than Amalgamation. Crane might be really good with Kakapo here. Yeah, so the 1/1 buff there. By you, and honestly, I'm probably just buying all the food. Really wanted that to hit you, but fine. Werewolf! That might be a cool A. It's an Amalgamation again, there's 2 of them. I think that would be too rough. I'd have to make a really weird pivot to make that happen. I'll freeze you to feed to it. Lemon's good. Don't want any of this. Yeah, okay. Get off my screen. Whoa! I don't know what these things are, but I'm hating it. It's trying to get me to abandon the run. Okay, I'm gonna keep pumping the Yak, because Y is gonna be the hardest thing to swap out, I think. Like, if we find a Yeti, then maybe great, but I don't know how it's going to work in this pack in the first place. Yeah, I think we sell Weasel, we grab Werewolf, give that the lemon, and then we're mostly done with the turn. Nothing there. Maybe double freeze, like feed the Swordfish to the thing. Yeah, so you get half of these stats, that's kind of nice. Start a battle, if the turn number is even, gain half stats again, otherwise gain 6 mana, so we're gaining 3/3. Nothing crazy, but kind of cool. Do your friend head hurt, give it Melon Perk, and +5 attack, works 1 time per turn. So I'm hoping that that actually triggers, because this is going to be a 9/9. It obviously worked last fight, but if it gets one-shot, then we don't really have anything. And Cat Leader, please, just leave the game. You will be banned from future games if you don't correct things and intentionally cheat. Tyler, thank you for the hydration. Bit late for the stream. I mean, late for the first game, but we'll be doing more with this pack today. Alpaca, if I'm swapping a lot of stuff in, then it'd be cool. I don't know how safe I feel. I do want to swap a lot. Like, I feel like Yak might be the only semi-permanent thing. I'm gonna get it down. Might leave these, though. I don't know, though. I need freeze Okra. Magosaurus. It's kind of cool, and it works with Yak. I'm just gonna do it, alright. So there we go. We have a new A. I'm going to give this to you, or maybe we just keep rolling for this turn. Actually, I maybe should have paid attention. Are there... Hold on. Are there pets at tier 6 that start with K? Because I may have screwed up. My Yak also has Melon now. But I'm not entirely against that. I want the Yeti. I don't know if there's any things at tier 6 that start with K. I may have just lost my AK forever. Like, I know there's A's and C's, but... Yeah. Oh, Komodo. Okay, there's at least one. Not this great. I don't know if I can afford to get rid of Yak now, though. That's going to be a big drop. But if I can just give it good other stuff, I'm going to get rid of it. Can this stop? Okay. Keep looking. We have a level. Okay. Oh, sure. That's on you. Might as well try and get you to level 3. Mongoose would be nice to cycle. I don't know. There's Cobra and Coconut Crab here, but I don't know if either of those are enough of an improvement. I do think this ability with your equipment's not particularly great, but yeah. Okay. No, you're just freezing all the food. Okay. Well, I am going to greed because I do feel like I need some kind of scaling. Just going to stack that, though I probably shouldn't. Pitta? I would be kind of tempted to buy Pit Bread and then cycle it small if it showed up, but I definitely don't think I can do that. There's another Y, but I'm kind of locked in on you. Yeah, we're gonna roll that one, I think. Anglerfish, that's a freeze. Some wildebeest. If I had trumpets, that'd be pretty nice as well. Yeti, sure. Okay, I'm probably gonna end up dead here. I could be buying stats, but my team isn't big enough to benefit from just HP. Need better abilities. Oops. Okay. Nothing interesting there. I can steal a kiwi. They have another werewolf. I could just use it for more XP. Again, I don't know what tier 6s have W, so I might be stuck with that forever. Finding the level could be good. Yeah, so we'll do that. I'll buy you as well. I will buy hot dogs, because there is a pretty good chance I'm locked in on this now. Steak. Pac-Line White Tiger. I assume no. I don't know. I want to find another K. Komodo is the only tier 6. Yeah, I mean, again, I'd get down any reasonable tier 6, so I'd take a Komodo because it is still scaling, even if it's just for this. If I do find another anglerfish and we can steal someone else's and they don't have something this complete trash, then that would also be cool. I think I'm probably just dead though. Alright. It's Walrus. Yeah, it's probably over. I know I could be buying like protection for you and then we maybe use Crane, but this just isn't the way out, you know? I don't... I'm not suddenly going to be okay because I bought that. Yeah, fine. I rolled an oyster earlier. I might freeze this one. Yeah, I mean, Yeti doesn't really help. It can find itself and the Magosaurus. I was hoping I'd have more of a team down by now, but... yeah, I think I'm probably done. Yeah, this is cool. Winter Spirit would have been nice. That's a great thing to run at the back. Not dead? They had Wacky in their name? Do I keep buying these? It's not even very good. I'm gonna keep buying the attack because I feel like I need it to try and trade. It's Warthog again. Wolverine. Come on, show me Komodo. I kind of like Cerberus here. It still doesn't really have synergy. I think I'm dead. We're just gonna get Cerberus down. I like it more. Double buy hot dogs. Alright, well, send that. Try and have another look at the teams. Yeah, so I think keeping Yak was definitely the play. I was trying to look to the future and think, oh, get a Yeti down, and then that's XP sorted, but I never found good actual things for my team. Oh. We're dead. I did get some healing in. But yeah. Okay. Well, fair enough. I'll take that. GG's. GG's. Oh, whoops. Most, if not all, scalers are filtered. So there are things missing then. Because I know there's loads of stuff that I haven't seen, and yeah, now that you're specifically saying scalers, I haven't seen a cat or a dragon. But like, why doesn't it say that? You know? That makes a lot of sense. When I was doing, like, my first video, I basically never found ways to get stats. And I was actively not buying things because I was rolling for ways to get stats, so... Throwing 70 runs hard rolling for whale. Yeah, me too. Not specifically whale, just like any stat generators. I thought I was getting terrible luck, but yeah, that does make more sense. Okay, well, anyway, that is the first Wacky Pack of the day. We're probably going to end with doing a current tier only thing. But yeah, for now we will move on. Something else I wanted to do was Proboscis Monkey Roulette. So this one involves basically, you can't run anything on your team unless you have a single proboscis monkey I'm trying to think how to explain this, because the last couple of times we've done this, there's confusion, but basically, you get one Proboscis Monkey, and that is your designated Proboscis Monkey guy, and you use him to transform other things on your team. So if you have a level 1 guy, you can use him to transform one thing. If he's level 2, then you can have 2 things, and you transform those. Level 3, same thing, but yeah, capped on a 4 squad unless you have a slot. And yeah, that's kind of the idea, so it just shuffles your team every turn. So we're going to... hold on. We're going to do that. You've seen Dragon, but can't remember if it was from Red Panda. God, now I want to see the pack again. Because if you found it from... yeah, I guess it must have been. Because Red Panda can find stuff from any pack anyway. That does make sense. For each level of Proboscis, you can put in one pet in front of it, yes. And you are technically allowed multiple Proboscis monkeys, but the idea is you have a single Proboscis monkey that is your designated one. So if you have multiple, your other Proboscis monkeys has to be, you know, in the transformation line. So this isn't like a, oh, I have 4 Proboscis monkeys and they're all level 1 and I'll just play them all, you know, that's not the rule. It's one monkey that transforms multiple other things. Or, you know, for as many levels as you have. But yeah, we'll wait another 30 seconds maybe, then we can probably get started. Okay. Yep, alright, I think we get in then. So, remember, nothing down until you have a single Proboscis, and then you can play one other thing with it. Good luck, let's go. Okay, everybody, welcome. We're doing Proboscis Monkey Roulette, so in this one, you can't play anything until you have a single designated Proboscis Monkey down. And once you have it down, you can play as many things as this one guy can transform. So, start of turn, transform the nearest friend, or 2 friends, or 3, into another random pet of the same tier. So yeah, at level 1, you can play a 2 squad, 1 being this, and all of that. Slot you're allowed to play in addition. And that's basically everything. I've already been over the rules. Okay. Well, Kaz, congrats on top 2. Alright. Get my rolls in. Nice. Guess I can roll one more time here. Okay. So 3 free rolls. Hoping we find this. Yep, really hoping. And nothing is down yet. Great. Top 3, nice. Got 4 rolls, cool. I found my 4th guy, but yeah, didn't have the money set up. But yeah, again, you get 1 Proboscis monkey. If you're running multiple, they have to be, like, getting transformed. So yeah. Cherries. I think I'm probably happy to buy that. Again, if we get things down, nice. Alright, so you transform something at the start of turn into another random thing from the same tier. So we mostly just want to buy something that has decent starting stats. And Bat isn't that bad, so I might just take that one. Oh, please, show me the level. I almost want to freeze that in case we can... I don't know. If this, like, transformed into a Proboscis, then that's the dream scenario, and then we can just play this down again. But, yeah, I think next turn we are just doom rolling, trying to get this as far as we can. We can sell Bat and pill up Beluga Sturgeon to start on tier 3s already. Be easy to pivot later as well. I'm actually... wait, it's kind of small. Let's leave it. This is the best time to look for the level, so we'll just do that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so if I stack all these, and I think I am doing it this turn, but I'm not sure, because if I wait, then I can find a tier 4 instead, and there's some really good tier 4s, and they're all... Well, not all of them, but some of these have very good starting stats, like looking at the manta ray. Like, if I'm feeling safe, then I could just roll this turn. And I'm not necessarily feeling unsafe. Yeah, okay. Solid tomato. I don't know how long I'm keeping this. I'm gonna call it a shrew, but yeah, my tier 2 guy, but we'll do that for now. So yeah, away. 1 extra money out of you. Be playing a tier 4 down next turn. And radioactive, you're playing way too many things. You can only play as many things as your Proboscis monkey can transform. Like, this is fine. Oh, it's so close. Yeah, it's a bit painful. Oh my god. Yeah, I think we take the XP whenever we can find it, so I'm stacking in. Yeah. And honestly, it's so big, I probably keep the tomato as well. Alright. I'm gonna take Abomination because it has better stats than Blowfish. If I had 1 more gold, this would be ideal, because then I could also, like, level you up and find another tier 4. I might do it anyway, because I don't really want to roll, and we're definitely buying these. I don't know, maybe like roll twice. We want to get a tier 3 down at some point anyway. Yeah, okay, so we'll do that. I don't think I'm going to try and worry about Abomination. It's actually pretty good, okay. So you're now transforming both of these because you're level 2. Faint, give a random friend +1/+1, and you're copying that ability because it's the unfrozen leftmost shop pet. Great stuff. I was hoping that would go into here, but I didn't want to position it differently in case I somehow didn't have it die. And, oh my god. Manta ray is insane. Yeah, I think we just buy avocado and then we're pretty happy. Like, we have level 3 Proboscis monkey already, turn 6. This is pretty nice. Yeah, even this is working. Alright. Before battle, transform to any useful level 1 starter battle pet from tier 5, and then because this has more attack than this one, we do get that ability to trigger as well. And then this is going to transform both of these into tier 3 or lower hurt pets. And yeah, end turn. If there's an empty space, gain 2 gold next turn. That's going to be very helpful, even if it's just for a turn. Joseph, happy Wednesday. Got a 5-of-a-kind barnacle win on Sunday. Yo, congratulations. Yeah, those are always fun. Killed them, sorry. Okay, Fairy Armadillo is kind of cool. We probably want to get rid of Betta Fish. I'm just debating whether I immediately sell it for like a random tier 4 or what. I definitely sell it for another Manta Ray, and honestly, it'd be nice to get XP onto these. We just roll and try and find more. Debating buying avocados, but I feel like I probably shouldn't. At least not this turn. I'm gonna freeze both of these, but yeah, let's just roll a bunch. You're definitely getting sold. I can't run another one of you now. That's what I'm talking about. Well, I want to wait on the level up. No, I actually don't, because they're gonna get transformed anyway. Yeah, this is a mistake. Ah, screw it. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. So we're running a 2-squad. I forgot that I wouldn't be able to save the XP for the future. Thankfully, I'm already very strong. Wow. It's good stuff, thanks. Alright, we're gonna get a flashlight, and I guess I am still just rolling for the levels, maybe equipment. I don't really know, though. Yeah, I think we're rolling for levels. See if we can stack anything on top of these. Yep, sure. Kind of nice. Buy, give the highest tier friend, +2/+2. So I either do it onto here, and we find an early tier 5, except it's not exactly early. Or I can do it into the other one and get extra stats. But if it doesn't go here, then there's a good chance I lose them anyway, so... Let's just look at the tier 5s. Woodpecker is probably decent. Half tempted, but I won't. Okay, go. No combat abilities. Great stuff. That's kind of tempting. Like, I don't need my tier 4s anymore, so I could sell Crow and then like, insta-level chicken, maybe? That's kind of nice. Let me do that. Okay, so give one pet +2 XP. I'm going to do that onto here, because it's currently my biggest and highest tier thing. It'll show me a tier 6, and then I can probably buy that instead of the Woodpecker. Hydra is probably a good base. Not as good as Behemoth, but, you know, respectable. So we'll get that down. We're getting a lot of money out of Manta Ray, which is great. Yeah, now we have like a permanent thing. So I think if I can find any chocolate for you, we just do that ASAP. So yeah, stats onto there. Obviously doesn't stay a Hydra, but yeah, definitely where I want it. We are scaling the shop a bit with chicken, so when we swap these two out, that's going to be good. Who needs combat abilities? I mean, it'd be nice to have some. I'm doing pretty well without, but yeah. Alright, what now? Huh. Friend sold. If it was a sell pet, give a random friend +2/+2, works 3 times per turn. We can probably milk that a little bit. Like, stats onto these is never going to be wasted. Just don't hit the Woodpecker, please. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're still just rolling for the usual stuff, you know? I think Crow is ideal because it's a sell pet and it's XP for you. It's XP, but I only need 1. Oh, great. Okay. I know this is higher tier than some of my other things, but I'm happy this way. And I will freeze a Bay Cat, but yeah, I think we have like 16 behemoths at the moment. Oh no, it'd be 14. Yeah, but that'd be the nicest thing to start on. Eats 2 food, transfer, give me 2 backlist friends +2 XP. Yes. The only annoying thing is, I do have Manta Ray this turn, so I don't really want to get rid of that, but I think we do. It's just really awkward, because I also have chocolate. It's a lot of XP to give up, alright. So I'm going to take you. And then we're obviously not chocolating you, so... Eats 2 food, transform and give the 2 back with friends plus 2 XP. So that's going to be a lot of XP for these 2, which aren't going anywhere. Give it some random equipment. Imagine tomatoes fine. And I'm gonna roll, actually. I don't know, I could like... Oh. Okay, I could have kept these frozen in case these got transformed into it. I feel like that's a really weird thing to try, though. So yeah, I'm good. Alright, well that's nice. Oh, it's so annoying. Orchid Mantis is nice as well. Yeah, like from the tier... Well, it's tier 5s actually, yeah, right? I guess you would be the only thing I'm actually interested in. I just don't know whether to wait or buy like any random tier 6, then I can just start cycling properly. I think I'm gonna keep it looking though. Melon, definitely. Alright. Do this onto you. We probably want this positioning, because I do want you to trigger and, you know, you jump first, so we can definitely transform after. Do you need more equipment? Sure. Yeah, what does Abomination do? Is it in here? It is. Swallow and copy the leftmost shop pet in the shop, and then copy its ability. So yeah, it works with like faint stuff, and well, I mean it works with everything, but typically you use it with a start a battle or faint ability, I feel. And there's a behemoth, but yeah, I want to buy one from the shop so I can start with a decent sized other thing. I'm kind of happy to see that as well, because that's also, you know, scaling for a bit. With 4 HP, is Carrot too greedy? I could carrot you. I feel like your thing is just kind of pointless. I'd rather like defense here though. I don't want to just buy stats. Okra, sure. Love that. I'm gonna leave you behind. And yeah, I mean, maybe next turn I just sell up the sea cucumber. It obviously won't be a sea cucumber, but I don't think we're gonna find a behemoth to start over with. Great. I just really want to find a behemoth, dude. It's 14-14. It's not like crazy bigger, but it's bigger, and obviously scales on that turn as well. Yeah, fine, alright. Let's get you down. Starfruit, another melon, yeah. Okay, so I'm mostly done. It's basically just finding XP now. And you know what? I am going to freeze that, but it's only going to be helpful if one of these 2 transforms into a Hydra. And I assume you can't, so yeah, it has to be like these. I think any could turn into a Winter Spirit, though. But, you know, it's a nice place to be. This should become a staple. It's pretty fun. I'm glad you think so. I quite enjoy it. I forgot we did this. I think just because I didn't have it, like, at the top of any of my notepad file things, I just haven't thought about it for a long time. Oh, beautiful stuff. Alright, easy XP. I'm just gonna cycle this, then we can roll, and I don't know. I could hold on to both of these, but I can't even buy both of them. It's literally just you. But yeah, we're only looking for XP for you, so I think I will freeze both. There we go. So that's a level either way, which is nice. End turn, give the 2 nearest friends ahead plus 5 mana, so we definitely want that there. You will have 3 spaces, but you only need 2 with 24 attack. And before attack, gain Melon Perk, works up to 3 times. This is a pretty decent turn. No scaling. Like, I think for me right now, the best things I can find are these two, especially Behemoth, because I think I'm big enough to survive a lot of, like, matchups right now. So if I can just get extra scaling in, that would be great. What does level 3 Hydra do? Spawn more heads? No, it's, the head spawning is based on how much attack it has. Summon 1 head for every 10 attack. But yeah, they get bigger for every level. There we go. Finally found it. Way too late. Orange, sure. Stats are stats. I'm gonna trust you're still safe as you are. And is lasagna good value? Honestly, probably, considering I'm kind of running out of stuff to do, so... Yeah, we'll hold on to Hydra just in case it's XP. It doesn't really matter, but, you know. Definitely want Lionfish at the front, and I'm probably going to just transform both of these. Maybe I do just transform the Proboscis. You're tiny, but, you know... Nah, you're tiny, I'm good. We'll just change it. Like a level 3 random faint pet, that's probably a bit better. Yeah. Good stuff. Oh. I mean, I could hold on to them. I'm spending most of my money on food this turn. Just gonna try and even out the stats a bit. Obviously, for this particular turn, you're probably the most important. But yeah, over time, who knows what they're all going to be. So we're getting a lot of trumpets, like 41. Then your jump attack the opposite enemy and deal 12 damage to adjacent things. So hitting the very middle slot is probably for the best, because I don't know what happens when... Like, you can see half the teams are shuffled one to the right and the other one to the left. I assume we'd still be safe, but maybe this makes a difference. You know, see what that does? This lobby will last so long. I wouldn't have thought so. I don't think there's going to be a crazy amount of draws in this. Like, there's always a chance you just kind of roll a dud team. Can't use any of those. I'm going to hold on to it anyway. I'm mostly looking for stat food, though. Even if I am mostly looking for stat food, do I want to replace my backline now? The fights are getting a little bit close. Maybe I do try and protect you now. Lemon current would have been very nice, but yeah. Definitely don't need more of that. I will buy lasagna. They will put that there. It's kind of a shame I have a tiger, because I actually don't think I have like any use for it with this team. You know, friend ahead repeats its ability as level 2. But that's not going to do anything for reindeer, and the only place I can position it with Baycat is here, and this is already summoning 3, so unless you get one shot somehow, I think it's probably not crazy. It's a big team. Hold on. How did I win that? I thought that was going to be a stomp in, like, the worst way for me. Oh, yeah, so Behemoth. See, like, just getting this, it doesn't do a whole lot in the fight, but it's 6/6 for free, you know? Like, that's really cool. Spread those out again. Cycle you. Yeah, I'm just going to keep holding on to these. Eventually, you're going to turn into something I'm holding on to. Until then, we'll just keep sending it. Hey, you're a new subscriber. Began watching Autopets from you and got into the game. It's so fun. When you do these types of events, how can other people like me join you in the events? Yeah, so Mao already linked the join command, but yeah, you basically just put in the code while we're waiting, you know, between the games. All are welcome. Tiger repeated Baycat and Hawk abilities, really cool. You know, I know I saw that, but I didn't acknowledge that it happened. You know, I saw the hawk come out and we got 2 snipes, but I didn't realize that was the tiger. Amazing. I mean, there's starfruit out of these, but I'm honestly really happy with my equipment. Are there... I don't know, like, we can get rid of lemon, maybe. But lemon's just good, you know? To replace it with ochre again. Yeah, I don't want any of these. We roll, and yeah, we do that this turn. Next turn we can cycle it if we don't find it here, and then we're basically done. You have to be there. I don't really care which way these are around, because you can only summon 2 anyway, but I'll keep you in the middle. Yeah, see, this is also something that just kind of persists. We get the 15 mana, so they do 15 damage when they die. And yeah, I'm assuming it stays when we transform. I didn't actually pay attention to the last time we got this thing. Oh no, easier. Nice. Okay, so we're done. We do just need stats. We need stats and then lucky transforms. Yeah, we're doing this. We don't need the tiger. Silky can transform these because then these don't have abilities, and we'll just try frontline deer. I just need more stats, and I will actually buy that salad to try and make it happen. And a ferret toy. There's a few melon type things around, you know? Might even help with the okra, not really sure, but yeah, hitting any of these things would be great. Let me try it. Okay, start a battle, deal 1 damage to 2 random enemies. And there are only 4 things on each team. And it perfectly dodged the 2 with melon stuff. Okay. Ooh. Double Baycat? I'm into it. Stingray? Maybe. I think that for the shrink could be good, so we can maybe save it. I'm gonna buy avocado. Nice. Probably want pizza. And yeah, there actually aren't many things for me to do to try and improve. So do I buy this? I don't know how much longer there is in the game. I probably do. Yeah, like... It'd be nice if I could do everything. I may have to believe the cow for a bit, but... Yeah. I think this is good. Send it that way, too. Shamrocks, welcome. Don't worry about getting here late. We're going to be redoing the first lobby we did anyway. Well, sort of. We're going to do something else with the Wacky pack, at least. Is that a draw? No. I was hoping it was a draw. Okay. Kind of awkward again, but... Tiger maybe has a place? You know, what could lionfish? So yeah, I'd love to greed, and I definitely, you know, can't die before I get Stingray value, but I think we just use that for the Stinky Sock. Start a battle, remove 40% health from the highest health enemy. And why did I think I'd have less money than this? Alright. I'm gonna spread this out. I'm not sure if it actually helps, but... Yeah. Make you larger. Nice. Like that. Good. Okay, so we're just gonna transform one thing. Again, there's always an argument that it's better to have this be a random faint pet instead of just doubling my front one, but... I feel like front-loading my snipes is usually pretty decent. And that's upsetting. Alright. Well, I like you. We're probably doing this, so frontline reindeer, tiger, howling cow. And we'll just try and make you as big as possible, please. Yeah, I don't know. It's all a bit awkward here. I'll give that to you. Yeah. Okay, so we're getting 50 trumpets. So we'll be summoning 50-50. There's just nothing to see, you know? Like, I can pay attention to equipment and the size of things, but I don't know what people are actually going to have. And yeah, proboscis monkeys always roll within the same pack. Probably changed up a bit before we do this again. Okay, counted one of the things. Definitely dead, though. Oh, they're getting scaling from me, too. Please, something good. Ooh. I mean, maybe. Probably want to do it that way, then, so we need you to trigger it first. So we get the mana, and then we transform these into faint pets, and then this one transforms these into faint pets. So we will have some mana and a lot of random faint pets, so we just need them to be good faint pets. That is all. We'll absolutely buy a hot dog. Honestly, I like those hits. And I can only buy one thing, and I might be dead this turn, so... yeah, we get more out of cow. I'm gonna do this, I think. You. Alright. Do your best, team. The attack still works, so yeah, send it. Can you rewatch last fight? I cannot. Or at least I saw it too late. Yeah, it's over. Alright, fair. Well, not a bad run. GG's. Good luck to you two. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, 2 trumpets. I don't know what you're saying, but was it related to, like... I'm assuming I pulled, like, a Platybelodon out of a Baycat, and that's how I got a couple of trumpets, but I don't actually know what fight you were responding to there. Okay, well... oh, you were supposed to get 50 plus trumpets, and you only got 2. Well, I guess we can dive in then. So what? It would have been this fight. I keep it slow. Oh, because they hit my Highland Cow. That is so unfortunate. So because we only get as many trumpets as, you know, based on the health of my Highland Cow, they hit me before I could get the trumpets, and then, you know, it survived, so I still got trumpets, but I got 1. Yeah, that was just very, very unlucky. How do I leave? Stop? Yeah. Okay, well, I do... honestly, I kind of just want to do like a hard mode with the weekly. It's probably going to be a weird couple of streams, because we have a Wacky pack, and I want to make the most of that before it's gone again, but I also want to use the weekly, because I do feel like it's kind of fun. So yeah, we may just do a little no rules thing in the weekly. No rule. I didn't turn on hard mode, whatever. Okay. Thinking's hard. Yeah, it's a shame I never rolled into behemoths. You know, considering how many tier 6s I got to see, I found 1 behemoth the whole time. I could have been so much bigger than I was. Would have helped out a lot there. Hard mode, Wacky weekly. This is just regular weekly in both senses. To finish the stream, we're going to do a current tier only in the Wacky, though. 1 slot only Wacky. Maybe. I'll make a note. I don't know how... like, there's so much weird stuff that could happen in the Wacky pack. I don't know how... yeah. 1 slot Wacky. I've made a note at least. We'll decide what we're doing later. But yeah, might try that. Really like the weekly because role builds are some of your favorites. I do enjoy role builds. What I also really enjoy is the old mouse, but I haven't had a great run with him yet. It's always been kind of forced, but yeah, I imagine getting the pickaxes very, very good this week. Seems like the week back has a lot of roll synergy. Oh, it does. Yeah, I haven't played with it too much, but roll builds definitely seem very viable. I know there are transformations. I don't know how good that is. And there was something else that I feel like is better. Yeah, who knows? Anyway, I have to assume the last game is already over, because there were only, 2 people with 1 HP left, so I think we're probably good to jump in. So yeah, we're in the weekly, there are no rules. Good luck. We did pick someone up, so yeah. Let's go. Okay, everybody, welcome. We're in the regular weekly pack, and we're just doing a quick no rules game, so yeah, you can do whatever you want. There are no rules. I'm gonna buy all of this, because I can save some money. End turn, spend up to 1 gold, and gain it back next turn. Your start a battle transform the nearest better head into a rock with plus 2 HP, so you're gonna be kind of tanky. And I'm just praying that that's enough for a draw. I don't care about doing well, like in the early game. I just don't like losing all my HP for no reason. Especially if the reason is me being greedy, teehee. Oh. Yes, we're safe. Alright, that means I can be even greedier this turn. Yeah, I think I rolled twice. I don't actually want to Basilisk, so I think we roll twice and we pray to find another magpie or a duck. There we go. I think stack that in this turn. It might actually make me stronger, but I don't care. Yeah, just send it. So we saved 2 gold. We have a combo set up, so we will find a tier 3. There's lots of decent things to play immediately, but I'd be most excited to see a weasel centipede, a flying squirrel, probably. Yeah, short of that, like flea, rollaway monkey, brain cramp are all good. Maybe even the blue-throated macaw. I'm not really a transformation build, but you can get some pretty great value out of that without too much effort. Survived. Did find a weasel. I'm happy to take that, I think. Probably going to save duck as well. If it was really good and there were other, tier 2s, I'd maybe sell that, but I'm definitely not just buffing a stoat, so yeah. There we go. Give that to radish, sure. Then end turn, I guess. He's like a Dumbo or something. Like, I have extra money, and I'd probably pick up a Bigfoot if I found that, and then we have, like, a decent amount of incentive to roll. I just don't know if I actually care or not. So I'd rather roll and just try and find the magpie level next turn. So yeah, you get random tier 3 equipment, and we're going to get some extra gold when you die. So we're starting next turn with 13, next to the magpies. Unless something goes horribly wrong. Someone else might use a first place Basilisk and ruin my guy. Oh, they have a first place lizard. It's not where you want that. But you did beat me, so maybe it is. Yeah, we're definitely not keeping you. Maybe just sell it for the tadpole. It's a 4/4. It's not very special, but it is big. More duck? No. Maybe do that and stack together. We can have like a 2/8 or something. Yeah, I'm sure that's fine. I'm gonna keep it for a bit. Double Ogo Pogo. Well, now I wish I had more room, because I want to run 2 of these so I can get the extra money immediately. Like, I could sell Tadpole again and get these down. Because we do get the money and I still have money to save. I'm just going to do that. Alright, start a battle, give the frontmost friend plus 1 XP. And we get both of those, so... Still looking okay? Don't doubt my lizard placement. I'm sorry. Garlic too. And then I'm dead. Good stuff. Alright, 0-3. Speedrun into the ground, I guess. Yeah, I need to buy some other things. Ooh, yeah, okay, we stack now, and then we sell duck, and hopefully we have a good tier 4. I would buy old mouse if that shows up, and I don't necessarily want that to be more healthy, but, you know, a falcon or something would be crazy here, yeah. Alright, so we take falcon, we take flying squirrel, and pray that we do find a guy at some point. It's just a shame I don't really have a use for Ogopogo anymore, but I can still use it for stats on these two. Can level you, but that does nothing, so yeah. Not really using these. You give me 1 gold. You'll knock out, summon a 3/3 level 1 copy of it, and works up to 3 times with tier 4 equipment as well. And yeah, you're just like buffing these two. Appreciate the stats. We got 2 summons, can't complain. What I am close to complaining about, though, is that I'm still holding on to this magpie, and I do not need it. Can I get the combo, please? Like, sausage you. Hmm? Yeah, maybe. Actually, we can just, like, buy flying squirrel, buy lettuce. Stats on all of these. It's not a horrible way to spend a turn. So, yeah, we'll send that away again. Again, like, we have 1 notch away from a level, so I could use the Ogopogo, but they don't do anything in a fight. They can stay back there. Okay, so a lot of transformation stuff at the top. Double early Wormer's Sand, that's kind of scary. Some jump builds, which could also be good, because there is an old mouse toy for jumping. Where are the toys? There is exactly 1 toy pet this week. I think. I might be wrong, but... Yeah, it's Old Mouse. Which is a tier 4. So yeah, hopefully we're going to be able to roll into that before I'm dead, but it's coming up close. But yeah, here's 8 toys to... I can't say choose from, because it's random, but hopefully you'd get something good. Getting extra attack. Making you very top heavy could be helpful, because I don't need you to survive, and I do kind of need you to hit something hard and get a good trade. Squirrel, but no. Old mouse, please. No levels either. There's one with sand, but I don't know what to do with this. Like... No, I just don't even want to. Keep rolling. Alright, we're gonna do that. We're gonna get the flying squirrel leveled up next turn. We'll find a tier 5. There's a lot of okay things, so... Yeah, we'll do that. Ogopogo is now going on to these 2. Oh, that's so over. Yeah, I'm going to be dead in a second. Oh. We have this giant package. Just these don't do anything. Friend ahead paints gain +1 mana for every roll this turn. And I think this has to be the friend like directly in ahead, not like, you know, play it at the back and then it triggers for everything that died. I might be wrong. I don't use this, but I don't believe it's crazy good. Playing a turtle's good for a turn, but I wouldn't hold on to it forever, and there isn't a way to naturally pill it. So yeah, I think we I think we run this one into the ground. I'm happy to see it go. Like roll a few times. Yeah, okay. It's a shame. I really wanted Old Mouse. He just doesn't exist. Just me, but if Old Mouse and Flying Squirrel are in a pack, then it just becomes about them. I mean, it can, but it's not like... It's very inconsistent, so it's, you know, low lows and high highs. It's not like it's suddenly like any... I can't talk, but yeah, it's not like everyone does it. But yeah. Tough run, okay. GG's and good luck to you guys. Guess we'll try and fit in a speedy one then. Okay, so I'm thinking bats only, but speedy bats only. Yeah, so we have done this pack before. I think last time we did it with, yeah, anything with bat in the name. And I kind of prefer that because it does open up a few different, you know, potential synergy things. So yeah, we're just going to be doing anything with bat in the name. Put the timer down to 50, so it is going to be fast. Yeah, we'll try and sync up with the last lobby, get something else in, and then maybe do another wacky pack. So I call that bat names only. Speedy too, right? So yeah, I'm not gonna wait too long here because, yeah, I'd have to wait like 20 minutes for that other game to end, which I do not want to do. There'll be a trickle of people like the whole time. So yeah, gonna say another 30 seconds or so and then we'll get this one started. Do you know Keenoe is a fruit like orange? Definitely not. Had it for the first time the other day and thought about you. I hope it's good. Yeah, definitely haven't heard of that before. I'm not very knowledgeable about, like... Yeah. Different foods. Very sour? No! I mean, it's fine. I just kind of like sour things. Anyway, let's jump in. It's easier. Okay. Everybody, welcome. We're doing bat-named things only, so in this one you can only use pets that have the word bat in their name. So that is wombat, Honduran white bat, regular bat, monkey face bat, red-lipped batfish, vampire bat, albatross, and Amsterdam albatross. So those are your bats. All food is allowed. Anything goes in the shop phase. We'll cycle. Yeah, so replace. I'll cycle that, but I'll do it at the end. I don't know, I could like... There's a world where I buy one there and then sell it and then just pray to roll into another one at the start of the next turn. You know, without officially rolling, but... Yeah, I think I just stack all of these next turn. There are a couple of things to look for. 3, even. And we missed. Good stuff. Alright. Okay, so I have 2 free rolls. We do have an apple. Before attack, copy ability from the first faint enemy is level 1. I don't believe we have natural faint things, but you can get some from red-lipped batfish. So wombat and batfish have synergy on the same team. There's synergy with bat and vampire bats. And I guess batfish is kind of anti-synergy for these guys. Like, if other people are running batfish, then you benefit from albatross and Amsterdam albatross, but You know, we have some transformation food as well. Yeah, please. There we go. Maybe could have bought Sphinx first, but I regret nothing. Do I buff that? We can roll once and maybe play another thing. And just playing a thing is a lot better than a single buff, I think. Maybe. Getting you 4 attack might mean you can just one-shot, like, everything. We'll try it. It's cheap enough that I don't feel bad about it. Leave you. Could cycle Duckling, but I'm happy. So yeah, before attack, make a random enemy weak. Works 1 time per battle. Have you ever done fictional things before? Assuming you mean, like, as a lobby. That's literally just the unicorn pack. So yeah, we haven't, but yeah. I don't know how I'd break it up any more than just unicorn pack pets. And do I roll? Like, I don't really care about finding this early. Well, you know, at all. So, yeah, any XP is going to be easier to find now. I will take more. I shouldn't, but I will. Okay. Yeah, not the dream start, but I do think a Wombat's probably better than Honduran Whitebat, because this thing has terrible starting stats and only gives you a trumpet for every different tier friend. And we're currently only working with tier 2s, so... potentially decent, like, towards the end of the game, but immediately it's just kind of small. Alright, let's get you down. Good cherries. There's going to be a lot of weakness flying around, so until we can find, like, ambrosia type stuff, then cherries is probably one of the more consistent things. I'm just going to keep ignoring these. Ooh. Hold on. Is there a world where I combine all my wombats and then swap it onto a new, fresh, tiny bat? Maybe, but I'm not. I'm not gonna hold on to it. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore all this, I think. Should do a lobby where you need to have a perkless tree kangaroo in the back. You get very silly with them activating each other. Wait, I don't know how that works. If you have a silly tree kangaroo, can it hit anything? Like, does that mean it is then able to hit things with the equipment? Because I haven't actually played with tree kangaroo properly. I kind of want to pull this fur-bearing trout, but I'd also rather just have ambrosia at the next tier, so... yeah, let's not. I'd probably rather vampire bat than batfish, so we're definitely waiting on that stack. But I can maybe stack you play this one. Oh, I'm just gonna roll actually. Yeah, okay. A silly tree kangaroo can hit anything. Okay, that is a good idea. Thank you. I will make a note and we will try that sometime soon. I'll make a note in a second. Need to do my turn first. But yeah, stack these together, or maybe start with these. I don't know what my endgame team is going to look like, but just in case I do go for double bat, then maybe I do start here and we frog swap because it's already here. Yeah, so sell if both adjacent friends are tier 2 or lower, swap their stats. So that works just fine with these. So, pill one. Oh no, I can't do both, right? I will give you extra stats. I see the bat face guy. I do not care. And yeah, let me try and write something about tree kangaroos. Backline. Perkless. Okay. It has been recorded. Also, they changed my vampire bat. Don't appreciate it. I could clownfish. Like, your default stats, I'm happy to stack that in somewhere, but I don't have a level set up that I'm actively going to be doing. Enemy gained ailments, deal 4 damage to it, and gain damage as HP. Works 2 times per turn, so Works very nice with these because that's like 7 damage. Rolling. We could buy pairs, but I can find like XP and stuff soon. That was almost a nice combo. But yeah, go. Bear, hello. Wombat is a bat because it has the word bat in it. Yeah. I mean, again, the title is Bat Named Pets, so. I think we just level Vampire Bat. You know, stack that into the big one, cycle Crow, everything here. Like, do another thing, you know, cycle that if I wanted one of these, but I kind of want to go all in on ailments here. Oh. Okay, Amsterdam Albatross, that is playable, but pilling a boxfish here is a crazy good amount of stats. Yeah, I think we start rolling pretty hard. I want to find that ASAP. Yeah, we've definitely done birds only before. I need to play around with the pack a bit. Damage. The stats too, amazing. Alright, well, I'm not gonna leave this behind. So what, out of those, definitely Vampire Bat. But yeah, do I do this? I need more bat triggers. The enemy gained ailment, deal 8 damage to it, and gain damages HP, works 2 times per battle. Right now, you're like one-shotting things. So like having 2 of these might be fine soon, but maybe I start here. I'm just gonna do this. Alright. Away my team. Now we go back to doom rolling. I want my pill before I get too big. It's going to be worth it for quite a while. But it would be nice to get the value while it's still, you know, amazing. And it's a bit expensive, but there's a pill. Okay. So, Feint set attack and HP of the most healthy pet from any team. In the shop phase, that's only my team. To 20. So I can turn you into a 20/20. For like, not a whole lot of stats. Very nice. Like, genuinely, this might be it. Double bat, double vampire bat. Yeah, we're not going to be able to use you again. I think more XP is always appreciated. I do need equipment. Like, having more ambrosia everywhere would be great. And short of that, you know, finding... Well, to be honest, any protective equipment for you would be good. It definitely doesn't need to be ambrosia. Like, we could melon the front line, find ambrosia and ochre for most of the backline stuff. There's almost a world where I can, like, level you up and then pill a level 2-1. Because, I mean, it's still a lot of stats. But let's just ignore that. That, great. So yeah, do I stack that in? I kind of want to use Alpaca, and this isn't very big. It's a waste of some stats, but we do get... yeah, XP value. Oh my god. What is that shop? I'm finding so many yellow boxfish, by the way. I don't need them anymore, but like... it would have been very cool. Okay. I'm just gonna use cow with cat, I think. I get more value if I bought the salad bowl and it dodges cat, but... I don't trust that happening. And yeah, I'm keeping both of these. Let's start pumping you up a little bit as well. And there's definitely better toys. I'd rather greed. I feel like I'm relatively safe. Yeah. Alright, so get the flashlights. Cornucopia is good. I always like stats, but we need to find some equipment as well. Yeah, okay. More alpaca? Probably not. We found okra, nice. Okay, so this is going to be the best thing against Yeah, bat ailments. So I think just the further back the better, probably. And melon for my ginormous frontline. I like it. Okay, so we'll just do that. I could have done things in a different order and cycled Crow on the same turn, but I'm feeling pretty okay. And I do think I'm just gonna make this extra big. I don't know. We'll do it this way for a turn, but yeah, I need to move that to the front again. I'm worried that if I make this too big, then I'm going to end up wasting stats in a few turns. I don't know how big I'm going to get by the end, but if I do hit the stat cap, then I don't want to somehow waste a load of stuff. So yeah, there's a 6/6. Cycle through a load of this. W by Cornucopia, cycle Crow. Well, it's definitely orange, but these guys are going to end up wasting... Yeah. I feel like there's a good chance they're going to have way too much HP. Won't really be necessary. I see cab, I'll take money. Oh my god, okay. I'm actually going to leave Blobfish. I'm not even going to freeze it for a future pill, I'm just going to leave it. I need to go pretty hard on finding stats, I feel. Good. Yeah, I mean, there's vampire bats and bats in here. Nice. Pill you. Wish I could cycle something first. I guess I can freeze these for next turn. We can just, like, buy Cornucopia now and end on another vampire bat. Pair these together next turn. Pizza. Yeah, we'll take pizza. Alright. Dude. Oh, it's so good. Okay. We're in the top 3. Yeah, I forgot there's not a whole lot of us in here. It's almost over. They did transform one of my more important vampire bats. Okay, well... Yeah, I mean, there's definitely 2 more turns. I'm just gonna television. Stats are stats. I still can't use the chocolate the way I want to. Maybe I just say goodbye to the chocolate. It's nice, but I do need stats, and I'm struggling here. Alright, I actually don't want a lot of that stuff. We'll end on another tiny bat. Yeah. Good? Sort of? Yep, good, okay. All on 3. Stag you in. I will cycle Pharmacats, but it's just 1 stat to everything. It's usable XP, and I'm probably going to go for one of these levels too. One on each of those. I'm just gonna buy this actually. Yeah. You can probably find better. Good. I get my 2/2s next turn as well. And it's the freaky Transform team again. They're so big and scary. Yeah, okay. Hopefully having the extra Ambrosia is going to be helpful here. But it is getting so close. Nice, I can still do all this. I was worried I didn't have enough money, but solid 10. I am without a backline right now. Shame I can't use you with vampire bats, but yeah. I think I need a better toy as well. I'm not going to be able to greed for the 4/4. Whatever, we send. And Fork, good morning. That looks good. Okay, so we can beat the similar team. It's the... Yeah, it's the freaky transformation team that's screwing me up. But I think a lot of it's just that they're bigger than me. Yeah, they're scaling with Amsterdam Albatross, and they're getting a lot of value out of that. And I needed better than this. I just wanted stat food for the cat. Okay, I honestly think I just like buy glider in these then. Okay. Might be dead. We didn't kill anymore. I'm playing one of these, but I can't think which, so I'm just gonna keep them both frozen for a turn. Yeah, so it's really just the scaling. You know, like, they had the scaling food, the transformation food on their own team. And that is just doing crazy work for them. I would definitely, against the bottom team, I'd be better off putting that at the front and going coconuts. So I could try that, but it doesn't help me a whole lot against the top team. I can, like, shrink something, yeah. Let's just do that. It helps a little more against both of them. Is this the final turn? Alright. Final turn for me, at least. We'll just get that down. Trust it. Oh. Honestly, it's still a fun game. Made it top 3. It's always fun trying out bats, so yeah. Good game. Congrats to you two. Let me know who wins. Cycle Puppy TP. Can't remember if I found one, but I actually don't know if it would have made a huge difference. Because, you know, these guys only have 2 triggers anyway, and one of the teams was, you know, using coconuts, and I still don't know how toys interact. Like, if I have the, you know, give the first enemy an ailment toy, and they have give my first thing a coconut, one of them's gonna go before the other one, and then whichever goes first is just completely wasted, so yeah. Only farmer pets? Transform guy won, you got second. Hey, GG's. Yeah, that was cool. It was cool seeing a proper transformation game in there. It makes a lot of sense. I just can't remember how this went the last time. But I don't regret it. I liked my ailment game. Wacky pack. I mean, we're doing one more. So, Wacky pack, I don't know what we're doing today. I had planned out current tier only, just because that's basically what the pack is already. Someone has suggested that we do 1 slot only, which is going to be very strange. Well, actually, hold on. I had current tier only in the thumbnail, didn't I? I think. Hard mode. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I'm happy doing a ton of Wacky Pack stuff today. Let's just queue up current tier only, because I want to get that one done. And then if people still feel like playing it, then yeah, we can go again afterwards. So click definitely change the timer. Okay. So yeah, current tier only. Basically, whatever the most recent shop tier is, that's all that you're allowed to have on your team. Rather than same tier only, what about different tier only? I feel like it would get kind of... Oh, actually... well, I wouldn't do it in this. At least not today. But I guess it could be a thing. It would just be kind of sad, like, cutting out all of the tier 6s at the end of the game. Only farmer pets without Chimp being an honorary member would feel kind of sad. Well, I mean, you could just call it, like, corncob things then, right? Because I think the farmer pets and chimpanzee are the only ones that actually specifically interact with corncobs, instead of just, you know, food. So another hydrate, thank you. Anyway, last game is obviously over, so I think we're probably good to go. So yeah, remember, every 2 turns you have to sell up everything and start over new. So yeah, that's it really. Good luck. Okay, everybody, welcome. We are back in the Wacky pack, so we have this toy boat. Pets from any pack can be rolled, but only from the current tier. And we are doing current tier only. So basically, when you end your turn and go into the fights, you can only use pets from whatever the most recent, or you know, the highest shop tier is. So you can't use anything from a lower tier or a higher tier, just specifically the current tier. I'm just going to send this. I don't think I need to think about that one anymore. But yeah, basically we're going to have to sell up our teams every 2 turns, and then, yeah, by turn 11 we can then stick with only tier 6s. If you find a slot that can be on any team forever, you can use any tiered equipment, though don't think that would really, yeah, change a whole lot. And can I not lose again, please? Ooh. Duckling's kind of nice. I'm just wondering how I want to do this, because I get some value out of holding Horse and Duckling on my team this turn, but only if I don't lose. So I don't know. I'm not convinced I can not lose. I'm just going to sell you. Alright. See how that does. Mouse would have been cool as well, but it's only good for like a turn or 2. So yeah, let's use you to give that 1+1 attack. These are faint, give a random enemy +1/+1, but they are very big, so hopefully they can like double trade or something. Have you found the ostrich in the Wacky pack? No. Is it in here? When we played the lobby this morning, people were saying that there aren't any scalers available. And anecdotally, I'd agree. But I don't know what's specifically included or not. Yeah, anyway, we're at tier 2. We can now only find tier 2 pets and food. So everything must go. And I can use Duckling to get some extra stats on something, which is nice. So I'm assuming this isn't too bad. I like you, because I can sell it for extra money. Sphinx would have been cool, maybe, but now it's going to break before tier 3. Can only buy one thing this turn anyway. I think we keep looking. Random tier 2 summon, but your stats are terrible. I'm just going to take a Ghost Kitten, I think. Free rolls. If I find a pill, then you'd be cool as well, but I'd have to sell up first. Yeah, I think I'm good. Okay, so we're just going to send it like this. It's not a crazy good team, but yeah, we'll try that. One with the new Lioness twice is pretty good for this pack. I can imagine, yeah. I don't know if I've seen Lioness either, though. Where do I put this? I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah. I kind of want to buy a Titan Shrew for the extra gold next turn, but I'm so afraid of just being dead. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to do something like that. So, adjacent friend attacked, give adjacent friends +1 attack, works 3 times per turn. So I'm just praying that you being this healthy means we can get like a load of attack around. During my free roll. I doubt we're going to see many people cheating with higher tier things, but yeah, everyone just needs to remember to upgrade whenever the shop upgrades. So yeah, none of that, please. Might have been the only issue. Yeah, also, there was a lot of Corn Cob talk, so I will make a note of that as well. Probably do that next week. Save it for Wednesday again. Yay. We're safe. Okay, we're tier 3 now. Get rid of everything again. Woo! Avocado might be nice. Also, I'd be... Yeah, I can't skip this. Like, finding Queen Bee and Bear on the same turn, like, that has to be bought. Okay. Do that. Definitely don't care about you. I don't know if I can afford to run an owl, so I'm not going to. But it is also kind of tempting. I think we'll do something like this. So, Faint, give Honey Perk to all pets within one space, which means when it dies, it summons a 1/1 bee. Guess I'll look at you next. Bee summoned, give it +3/+3, and remove all other queen bees. Nice thing to cycle. Yeah, hold on. I like my positioning for this team, but yeah, it's too much to explain. They had a queen bee and I removed it. Oh, that felt dirty. That felt really mean. How many people are going to have so many things? It's not very consistent. I imagine you're the easiest thing to get rid of here. Alright, so we're going to take Oven Met so we can get that in a couple of turns. I like you because it means anything I roll into is going to be bigger. I'm not going to worry about it this turn. Do I just buy this then, actually? Cucumber's a horrible thing, so I'm going to get 1 stat. But I can't use anything on the left unless I get to swap. If that can even show up, who knows? So yeah, we'll run it this way. You're tankier, so I'd rather have that in front of this, and similarly, I always want the summon to happen in front of this. But it's always a bit risky if I don't get my bee summon in before all this stuff happens. They will have summons because you have a bear. Fair point. But I don't anymore, teehee. Alright. Tier 4, we're pivoting. I could take these. I don't think I'm going to, though. It's gonna roll, try and get some capybara value. I love this. I also like fairy. I wouldn't take an old mouse here, but yeah, I don't know. Like, get a bonobo down. Freeze that. Whale deer, that's probably good enough. You know, sell capybara, get these two. Call that to 10. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, okay. We'll definitely get the manta ray level. And I will freeze you, why not? Okay, so start of turn, transfer into the frontmost friend. End turn, if there's an empty space, gain 2 gold, and this basically just eats the deer and spits it out again when it dies. Need a fairy toy as well. Yeah. It's kind of a shame the lasagna was like off a turn, because if I had it the turn earlier, then I'd benefit from this for 2 turns. So depending on what I do, I either save it for next turn so I can use it for 2 turns in a row, or I buy it now and then free up my space for like tier 5 stat food stuff. Let's go all friends fainted. We are stacking that in this turn. I'm just debating how else I do this. I need to do it at the end of the turn. I just need to find like another thing worth playing, and I don't want to stack more of you. Platypus is good value, okay. We'll just do that. Macaque, if I have an empty space, maybe. I mean, I guess. This is weird. No! My summons. I lost so many. I didn't need them. But I'm sad. Alright, not gonna be able to use any of these. I could potentially pill you somehow, but I don't know how I would with only tier 5 stuff, so... Yeah, should have cycled that first, but whatever. Also, I don't actually know if I want a macaque. We can probably find better. Good toy, won't hold on to it. I like Nurkabe. You're very strong. Fire Ant to get attack onto something. I think we can still do better. Ibex is actually kind of nice as well. Use Easter egg. Another Triceratops? Yeah. I mean, I think we freeze it and chocolate it or something, but... Yeah, I think for this time we'll do that. Yeah, okay. So we're now all tier 5s. I'm liking the team, but it's not going to be around for too long. Finding a chicken is big. Yeah, that's going to be nice value if they're around to see tier 6. Again, not going to be able to use you properly. If I level this, I will see specifically within pack tier 5s, tier 6s. Like, you're a scaler, so you could be very good, but I still have to find another trumpet gen thing. But yeah, it's that or I save chocolate for my tier 6s. Which I'm also not unhappy to do. Yeah. Yeah, I think we just do that. We'll save it for tier 6, so... Make you big for a turn. Think we're happy to send it again, as it is. I could rearrange a little bit. Like, I don't have to have this here. I could maybe put, like, Crocodile at the front. I'd always want you onto my giant Triceratops, and I want Triceratops in front of this somewhere. And, you know, you relatively far back, but it only has one trigger. We do have a team that's running a lot of, like, tier 3s and 4s. Please don't do that. Yeah, we're crushing these teams. It'll all change in a second, because, like, who knows what I'm going to get at this tier, but yeah. Alright, so... 4 friends hurt, remove 3 HP from all enemies. 5 enemy attacks. There's actually kind of nice synergy with these 3. I might grab them all for this turn. Hold on to chocolate. I'm going to roll those. I know Cobra could be amazing with Cerberus, but I'd have to level it and I'd need to get a big Cobra. And again, if scaling doesn't exist, then that's like a horrible thing to go for. Doubt I'm going to get any value out of you. Probably same here. So what? I don't really like any of these, but Harpy Eagle's definitely the right play. Try and level it as well, probably. We do want to get equipment. Summon a tier 1. Yeah, okay, so I actually think I go in on Winter Spirit more than anything here. I don't know what I'm taking out to make that happen, but... Actually, it's probably the Wolverine. 3 HP is great now, and it might be fine later, but... I think I'm going to get the least value out of that. Agreed. Television. So I think for better things. Yeah, this is tough. I don't have to position anything. I want to put this on here, but I need to make sure it triggers before. You know, this is horrible. There's no good positioning. I'm just going to get rid of the Wolverine and play one of these at the front, I think. Risk 1. So, yeah, we'll see how that does. Nothing crazy, but I want to get my tomato out before this has a chance to trigger, and... Yeah, nothing here is built to be a frontliner. They have double Lioness. Okay, so Lioness definitely does exist. They are dead. So I don't need to worry about them, but I'm going to have to worry about everyone else who found Lionesses. Mantis Shrimp is very strong. I do not know what to do. I'm gonna level you up. I feel like you're probably too big to get rid of now. You like frontline mantis shrimp, give that to tomato while I'm stumbling along. Okay, well, great equipment. What am I keeping more out of all these? It's probably mantis shrimp over Cerberus, even though these two have synergy, because I'm thinking we get rid of these at some point. Because we can just get good equipment down over time, so I don't think I need green sea turtle forever. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. You have lots of stuff that isn't tier 6. You are cheating. Oh, this team is scaling. And is dead. How come every team I'm kind of impressed by, they just insta-die? Yeah, there's a farmer dog. It is scaling, but it's not guaranteed to be anything, unfortunately. Like, I don't think chimpanzees in here, so it's probably kind of weak. Yeah, okay, so if I can't get scaling, can I find stuff for this, you know? Like, I know sea serpent's in here somewhere. Try and level you, I guess. Or copper penguin could be cool. Equipment. There's Sleipnir, but I don't know how to make a big Sleipnir. Yeah, I think nothing out of these. Yeah, you've had Parma Dog, but not Poodle or Siberian Husky. Yeah, I know, well, again, people have been saying a lot of the scalers aren't in. It's clearly not all of them that are missing, but I don't know what the conditions are. I don't think I've seen a proper scaler, though. Hmm. Do I even want this? I probably want to hold on to it, but we can also just find any tier 6 stuff when I'm rolling. Because I don't have a thing I want to put it on yet, because that's getting stacked in, and I'm probably selling this at some point. I just don't know if it's over. I really wanted to roll and find... Oh, there's one thing, at least. But yeah, I wanted to try Lioness, because I can imagine you can get some really good builds going with that. Just cycle things every now and then. But now that we have this combo, I really do just want to find stuff to finish it off. This scaling and durian and stuff, I'm good. Okay, Puma would have been cool, but now it's gone. So yeah. Let's see, healthy frontline. That was such a close fight. Okay, well, how done am I? Because I feel like I'm gonna die if I keep swapping stuff out. So do I just start buying hot dogs or something? If I transform, I'll find stuff from this pool. So again, like, I could potentially get your type of scaling, but I'm just gonna leave all of it. I like it. Velociraptor can be very good, but won't be unless I use it with, like, coconut. And even then, my team isn't very impressive. Yeah, I'm thinking hot dog, stack, mantis shrimp, and then we'll just keep rolling. Just try and avoid the Cerberus, because I do think that's still going. Yeah, I feel like the only real change I'm going to make here is... I should probably move you further back. I kept it forward because of the tomato, but... Yeah, we can move you over here. And I kind of just want to end on another sea serpent if we can get that. And it's the cheetah team. Fun. Yeah, please. Just end your run. You've been cheating the whole way through. Small one. Generated tier 1. Teehee. Well, Pretzel's good stats at least. It's just I don't have a good reason to get stats anywhere with this. Like, if you're not going anywhere, then I guess I do, but... There's Linus. Alright. Yeah, I think it's probably over. We'll buy the melon for the back line here. Let's try and protect ourselves a bit longer. Why did you have to face the person with amalgamation twice on turn 11 and 13? Wait, amalgamation on turn 13? I said a tier 5, right? What do you mean, this? I don't know. Okay, I can see Spino being very good. Like, outside of just being able to get big scaling, like, summon builds are probably not too hard to put together. Alright. Okay, well, GG's. I'm not gonna be able to check the teams again. I see you said that it's still in, but yeah. Yeah, this is what I mean. I don't get why we have as many issues as we do with some of these lobbies. But, you know. Okay, anyway, it's 4 o'clock. Again, because this pack is literally probably gone forever in 4 days, I'd kind of rather overdo it while we still have it than just, like, you know, do it once or twice and then fondly miss it and wish we had more. So yeah, do we want to try something else with this, or should we move on to something else? Because I'm not convinced about one slot only, because that's already a very hit and miss thing. Do it again, you love it. Alright, do we want any specific twist, or are we just gonna do just a wacky pack? Wacky spelling, like, super... How many... Wait, let me have a look and see how many, like, U-pets there are. There's, like, just unicorn. Yeah, I don't think super would happen. We could just do hard mode, yeah. I don't think level 3 would be possible. Like, that'd be extremely low odds. Spelling Keenoe. It's not that bad. Hold on, let me make some notes. We've already done a spelling one today, but I might save spelling Keenoe for Sunday or something. We're not doing tier 1s only in this. You're like locked in after the first turn. But yeah, I'm thinking hard mode. Yeah, for now let's just do hard mode and then we can think more after. So yeah, we have that on hard. And there we go. Okay. Alright, so no rules. Oh, I just double clicked my chapter marker, whoops. No rules, we have hard mode. That is all. I'm hoping the last lobby isn't going to take too long, so we might wait a minute or two, but I can't remember exactly how many people were left. One pet from each tier. I like that more. I think we could probably try that. Well, you know, no duplicate tiers. It still has the issue of, you know, because of the way the pack is put together, it's very difficult to know what you're going to build into over time. And because you're going to get locked into random early tier stuff, like, I don't know what's missing. So what if I take some specific, you know, trumpet stuff, say, and then there isn't trumpet synergy, like, later? I don't want to have to just avoid certain synergy types because, you know, I might not find anything for it in the future. I'm worried I'm going to end up with a boring team or something, but, you know. Yeah, like, one slot, spelling Keenoe, no duplicate tiers. We could try, like, same only. This would be a horrible pack to try and do it, but, you know, like, all your pets have to be the same. I feel like I'm finding an okay amount of duplicates, considering how big the pool is. Your fault for cheating, you didn't know there was a rule in place. There's always a rule in place! Like, it's I can't remember what I did in that last one, but it's usually the code, it's in the, you know, the title, and I say it several times before and then at the start of the games. Current tier equals the number of pets on team. I like it, but do we think we'd be able to do that without a lot of cheating? I'm definitely taking that. Like, we can probably give it a go anyway. I'm not convinced I would be able to explain it in a way that would actually prevent people from doing whatever they want in the early game. Though the rule was the Wacky pack. I mean, it's fine, but again, if you're going to join these lobbies, this is for everyone, understand what the rule is, because there's very rarely not a rule. Wonder why the devs haven't added a kick function. Because it's not a problem. Like, it's potentially a problem for me specifically, but I don't think there's any, reason why they'd add an, like, in-game kick option for an already running game. What's the rule now? Right now it's just hard mode, you know, like, we're not doing a rule for this one, it's just, yeah. No rules, but the hard modifier's on. Oh, you won with Snake and Leopard, nice. I wish I had a proper look at the teams by the end. I think I managed to scroll through it for like half a second right before I died. Didn't really take anything in other than there being like a Lioness team. But yeah. Alright, anyway, onwards then. Okay, everybody, welcome. We're in the Wacky pack again, and this time we're just doing a hard mode, no rules lobby, so you are allowed to do whatever you want. Yeah, that is it. I really want to take a magpie. And I think I am, because it's actually not bad with a strawberry. So, feigning to give strawberry perk to the nearest friend behind, and anything with a strawberry will buff the backmost thing by 1/1 when it dies, so you'll be kind of good in the fight. You give me a trumpet, which is a summon, and you currently do nothing, but hopefully will next turn. And yes, this is the toy boat. Pets from any pack can be rolled, but only from the current tier, and that also affects the food we see. Oh, I'm gonna lose. Yeah, it's tough. Hillbug. Might see some interesting stuff at tier 2. Kinda like the stat line as well. I think we take it. It's just what else I'm doing, because I don't have like 2 things to buy here unless I just buy one and a strawberry. Which could definitely be worse. Second strawberry to buff you up would be nice, and I like the money save. Sure, okay. So start a battle, give honey perk to the nearest friend. I keep forgetting that this is different now. Your nearest friend behind. This is all a mess. Alright. So we'll give you a strawberry from this, and then you'll give honey to this, and then the strawberry things buff you. Yeah. Oh. Actually, I'm still fine. Okay. God, I thought I was gonna lose HP. I'm glad we're both still on max there. And here we go. End turn, remove the lowest tier perk from 2 friends. So we do have a perk, but I'm pretty happy to go for that, I think. If you did not buy any tier 1 food this turn and make friends dazed, I don't know if I can buy tier 1 food. Like, maybe at tier 3 when we find owls, but... Yeah, we're doing vacuum cleaner. I don't need to worry about your equipment because it's gone anyway, so I could sell that easier if I'm looking to. I think I'll buy that. I'm gonna leave yak. I love a shrew and a pygmy hog, so... I think I do prefer hummingbird here anyway. Get these down, don't care about tomato. And a fruit fly. No, let's roll one more time. Peacock. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna say goodbye to my pill though. I don't think we're using that for anything. So yeah, you generate me a little bit of money. My back guy is hopefully going to carry me. Oh. I win, but at what cost? I didn't get my money and they insta-killed my backline. I'm getting my snipe in. Honestly, I should probably buy the seahorse as well here, but I think I want to see if I can get some value out of dromedary first. Get you down. Maybe we'll chicken this. I don't know why I'm buying stat food. It's so difficult to remember toys. Alright, so I'm going to lose the lime. That's whatever. I don't think it cleanses you, so that's still fine. And yeah, we just want to find some tier 3 stuff, so... Is this enough? Like 5 enemy attacks. If these all get one shot, then that's really bad. So maybe I'll snipe this position. Oh, I'd love to find Broom. Yeah, Broom would be very fun. I imagine, as usual, Scales is pretty good in this lobby. Deck of cards. That could be fun as well. Just even more random. Yeah, if we had... Well, I was going to say if we had 1 more HP, that'd be good, but can't really impact that at all. Start the battle, give coconut perks to friends. Alright, enemies. I'll definitely get you down. Wait, what happened here? Why are there tier 2s? Is that because I accidentally clicked too fast? It, like, didn't roll or something? No, wait, where's my... where's my toy boat? Do have my toys overwrite the thing? Have I not been paying attention? What is going on? I guess I'm keeping it. Something's wrong. And I do not like it. Bugging 8 tier 2s as well. The boat sailed away, yeah. Like, is this the first turn that it disappeared? I'm gonna need to go back and see, but, you know, there's obviously no boat here now, but how long has it been missing? Because I'm not rolling into tier 1s, it's literally just tier 2s and 3s. I'm gonna keep stacking these, I don't care. Alright. Freezer caramel, maybe. Good toy. Yeah, I'm thinking sell fruit fly, get Lima down, then we can cook that with a dromedary, maybe. Yeah, this is weird. I don't know how we broke this, but it's unsettling. Got the broom, it's got to be a buff giving you 30 gold start of turn. It is very good. In like a lobby like this, when you're consistently rolling into better things every turn, I think broom is going to be a very helpful pivot thing. Oh, they did go for deck of cards. Okay. Yes, the bow's just gone. I don't know what to say. And yeah, we're taking scale, so basically everything I have on my team is going to be 7-7 at the start of turn. for this turn. Might as well level some stuff up, right? Oh, I can pill a Kappa? Now I kind of regret taking scale, but I'm not pilling a Kappa. So yeah, now we have a 14-16 Patagonian Mara, which is great, but it is going to shrink again, so whatever, I guess. And I refuse to hold on to this any longer than I have been, so yeah, we'll do that. Take a lime. No. This is so freaky. Is this just the whole pool of pets missing tier 1s now? Like, how can it break this way? Lettuce. We do a lot of... Oh no, these are all tier 3s, we're at tier 4, right? Vanilla bean. I do still want to pivot stuff. I might save this for tier 5, though. Again, though, I don't know when we're going to find... Yeah. Give something attack at the cost of HP. Don't think that matters. I might just make you bigger, actually. It's obviously not good for this turn, but I think the Mara is probably staying the longest out of anything on my team. I don't want to run empty spaces. We'll just send it. Yeah, okay. So yeah, next turn when I lose scale, which is going to be a shame, we are going to have a ginormous Mara to help us out, so probably makes up for it. Maybe there's a cap on one mandatory toy and hard toys just replace both. Again, I have no clue. I want to see what happened on, like, this specific turn. Well, there's Broom. Yeah, there's no toy. Yeah, losing the boat made your Broom awful. Only saw tiers 1 and 2. Wait, you can see tier 1s? I haven't seen any tier 1s since the Broom, like, the thing went away. Like, I don't really want to pivot anymore because of my giant guy. I'm going to take Lamp, but that's still kind of bad with it. Take a Fly. Sure, but not right now. So you can find something else worth it. Yeah, I think we cook an Ibex, so buy the Vanilla Bean, sell both of these to get them down. The money's kind of nice, though. I'm just going to sell one. If I think for this time we buy the Fly, and then we can, yeah, pick this up later. I still don't know how good Lynx is, so I won't take it. It's probably even worse than it was when you have the boat. Well, I thought that was going to be an easy win, but clearly it is not. Make you kind of big. Still get a pretty big thing out of a Kappa pill, but I think I'm happy. Definitely rolling. Stingray. So you're a 10... Again, if you don't die early, you're a 10-10 with Garlic. But we're approaching the point where we're finding better things, and I can get a lot of value out of a Stingray, so... Going to do that. Flounder. I don't know if I'm getting cheap food. I don't think I am. Polar bear. Scalers do exist. I don't want to scale any of these. But they do exist. Okay. Well. Like, is it a bug to do with having, like, 3 toys at once? You know? Like, a hard mode toy, like, a helpful toy, and a... I can't say them all, but yeah. The 3 obvious different things. Polar bear, pink mantis. The thing is, I'm not going to want to run an empty space forever. You know, it'd be okay for a bit, maybe, but... You know, if I'm holding onto the Fly, which I might not, I still don't want to do that. And I'm never touching bowling ball. Vacuum cleaner's fine. I do want to get equipment soon, but maybe that's safer. I don't know, like the level 1 just doesn't matter. I lose 1 gold, but I probably want to sell that soon anyway. So yeah, let's greed. Find tier 6s. Oh, better. How long am I keeping this? Oh, this is silly, right? Get Baycat, give it a stake. I'll let that get the flashlight too. No. Okay, so we're gonna cook a Hydra. It's not very efficient, but while I hold it. Skipping flounders while finding XP is this hard. I have nothing I want a flounder to go on to. Like, yeah, it's hard to find XP, but I don't have a team I like, you know? So can we keep greeting with this, or do I have to sell Polar Bear now? Try and level the Mara. No, wait, okay, wait, maybe they actually fixed it? I say fixed it, but when I first read what the toy boat did, I was under the impression that you would be able to find everything actually in the pack, but in addition to that, you'd be able to find any pet from the current shop tier. Like, maybe they patched it and they made it so you can find literally everything. Well, you know, this in the pack. I can't tell if we're finding stuff from outside the pack, but probably. It's probably just broken, I don't know. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna leave those, though I probably shouldn't. Okay. Even Polar Bear? Well, again, XP is very hard to find. Like, why spend a whole turn just putting XP on, like, a Polar Bear for it to never thing? I like that one. Alright, knockout friends from the previous tier. So that's tier 5. That'd be Ibex gone, but I'm not that committed to that. There is a scale, though. Make everything 13-13. I can keep cooking this and feel good about it that way. And then we do. This one's not as good, but I still think it's better than the other 2 options, so. It's a bit annoying, but yeah, let's roll. I'm also gonna do this. Just try and stay safe, team. No. We'll protect the fly for now, but I don't have any proper synergy for it, so I'm not going to risk it. I want a big Hydra. But yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing. That team definitely does. Level 2 Puma, and they have, yeah, the good scaling Mongoose toy. Alright, so we have some extra money. Pretzel would be fine. I could sell the Mara now, maybe, but it's very big for after the scale disappears. But this is still better than my fly, I think. Keep cooking. I just want to find something that's interesting, you know? Like, I like mana builds. If you find a Winter Spirit, that's always fun. I'm just not really finding, I don't know, tier 6s that I like the look of. Okra? No, let's just get this down now, actually, and I'm going to hold on to Polar Bear a bit longer. Cookie you, maybe? Makes sense to make a big reindeer, but my time for it is going to be limited. Okay. Ooh. I don't know what to say. I'm like tapped out. I'm like half just not even here. Alright, shuffle my team. I'm assuming that's the best one, but scissors can be pretty safe as well. Yeah, I'm feeling like we can probably shuffle the team and not feel bad about it. I'm just gonna do that. And I'm going to try and level you. Like, these are actually probably getting sold. So we'll chocolate you. I'm going to hold on to this, keep cooking that for now. There's like all sorts of things I could be doing, like lemon you. Might save me for a bit. Alpaca. I have to sell 2 at the same time, and I might waste my polar bear stuff. Alright, try that. Every time your tier is upgraded, the boat will set the minimum rollable tier to the current tier. So the minimum tier got stuck when you replaced the boat with a hard toy, not intended. Ah, okay. Well, thank you for the confirmation. We're sorry for breaking it. It's pretty cool though. You know, like, this is fun. Yo, we have a level. Alright, I'm probably done with polar bear then. It's scaling, but it's really janky. I feel like you're too big, so let's sell ibex and polar bear. Do this. Probably grab rockhopper now. I doubt I'm going to get more alpaca value, like real value. So yeah, you're probably one of the better things. Another level in the fights. Okay, well, I think the big thing is we want you to not be at the front. Don't really want this at the front either, but could tolerate that. Yet blue whale died too soon. You found blue whale? Like, is that actually just findable, or did you get it from like a red panda? Oh, they sniped my guy. And then gave me a fly? Whoa. They're just endless flies. Thank you for sharing, I guess. Remove equipment, no. Might do piggy bank. I'm probably going to be rolling a lot, so I don't really want to take a dice. So yeah, start of turn, lose 3 gold. That's fine. We need equipment for these 2. Well, this at least. I don't know if I'm keeping Rockhopper Penguin. I could use Quetzalcoatl to level you up. But I also still want to get rid of that. Like, the level ups only show me these things, which I don't really want. Like, Markor would be scaling. As long as I kept this, but it's all awkward. I'm just gonna buy the hot dog, see where it goes. Good hit on you. And I'm gonna do this. I think the Rockhopper is getting sold. Found Behemoth and Red Panda, but toys killed you. I need to try Red Panda more. Like, I know they've taken out a load of the tier 6s and stuff, but... yeah, if you can find literally anything from a Red Panda, then that just cracks it open that little bit more. I don't think I've seen one yet, but yeah, I'll maybe try and go for it if we do. No, I'm just going to pump the Hydra. I want to get it leveled, but yeah, crossing the 30 mark might be big. Different equipment. Like, I just got the carrot for you. I kind of want to cook that for a bit. There's a scorpion. I could, like, freeze this and wait for Competo. I actually did try that in one of my, arena runs, and it went so well. I had, Armadillo, triple scorpion, and I managed to find triple Competo for the scorpions. But, yeah, it still got squished in the end. Yeah, I'm not getting my trumpets. Okay. Scale. So everything would be about the same. You know, we'd be losing 10 attack on this, but overall, like, it'd probably bring me up with these 2. I don't like onesie. Knockout friends from the previous tier is also very safe. Like, we don't have any tier 5s. So it's whether I think scale is better having or not. Than literally nothing. I kind of want to still try and scale, so I'm thinking ring pyramid and we just don't think about it. Cycle puppy while we're here though. Let's get a toilet paper. Cycle food dog. Grab a gorilla to finish. Doesn't actually buff this one, but yeah, will help the future. Try that. Go. Fair. How many top 4? I have like nothing going on for my team. Like, are we all just fumbling forward? This team at least has a giant cobra, and I imagine they're rolling quite a bit. Yeah, like this is a proper team. And the bottom one, actually. Yeah, okay, well I have like no chance against these two. Double my toilet paper. Does that even work? Would it just be weakness to the first enemy twice? I think so. Extra attack. I'm not going to freeze another puppy. Yeah, okay. Yay! Okay, we finally managed to level you. I'm calling that a win. It's obviously not very good, but yeah, I'm happy. We made it in the end. Still double traded. I have a higher level guy. Oh my god, I beat one of them. Okay. Keep going. How am I always finding scale? Alright, so set everything to 21-21 this turn. I mean, I can't activate flute, and bowling ball is just kill my team, so... You know, it doesn't have to be, but it's like, buy one thing, or kill your team. So I think I'm taking scale, and we just, yeah, swap in something that might benefit from that. Tarantula Hawk wouldn't be horrible, but let's greed. We can probably find something better. Keep leaving you, because I actually kind of want to get rid of it, but I don't know. I've had a lot of opportunities to do that, and I have not done it. I'm not taking a lynx. Okay. Same with a... Is that like less money? Yeah, roll is 1 gold. Yeah, that is devastating. Freeze, you had a very scary team. Okay, so interesting game. GG's. I did not deserve to make it to top 2. Or top 3. I'm not sure if the other person died on the same turn. By the way, Keenoe, Food Dog stops working once you hit tier 6 shop. It's for the next tier pets. That makes sense. I'm not... Yeah, it's not in here. I don't know why. I always had it in my head that it must buff tier 6s. Like, at the very least. Yeah, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever bought it, like, late into the game before. Didn't even find the kite toy to abuse Cobra more. You actually had just an amazing team. Like, I did not have a build at all, and you had, like, a giant high-level... Actually, I can't remember if it was high-level, but a giant Cobra and just an amazing funnel for it. So much direction. Anyway, we do have time for one more. I don't mind whether we do the Wacky Pack again, or... Yeah. Just thought I'd let you know, so you cycle it and chuckled. No, I appreciate it, because I would not have noticed. Wait, do I have it in... It's not going to be in here, is it? Hold on. Okay, buy, give future shop pets from the next tier, permanent plus 2 HP. So yeah, it makes sense that once you're at the max tier, then it doesn't do anything. I think it's just because it says future shop pets, so like... I acknowledge that I'm not going to visually see anything yet when I buy it. So I'm just like, oh, trust that it's doing something, and then I won't actually notice that nothing got bigger later. Yo, like, snipers, right? We could just do, like, any other lobby with the Wacky Pack. You know, we could do snipers only in the Wacky Pack. And then we can do all sorts of other things. Yo, I'm actually thinking Sunday, I'm just gonna have to have, like, back-to-back Wacky Pack games. This, like, normal lobbies, but we just do it all in here. You know, like, not saying we do primates only, but just that kind of thing. There's so much potential here. Okay. Alright, I can just turn that off. You can do literally anything in the Wacky Pack. Jenny didn't think of that. I mean, thing is, I knew it had access to, you know, almost everything. There's obviously some stuff taken out. But yeah, I thought most stuff would be too difficult, so I was thinking more just, you know, keep it very vague. But yeah, for stuff that there's actually a lot of options for, so, you know, birds only, snipers. Yeah, that should be really doable. And considering we, like, started today with the spell out the word wacky thing, and people did not struggle to get full teams. Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot easier to do a lot of these things than I initially thought. What about HP equals number of usable slots in the weekly pack? Or in the wacky pack. That has been suggested, and I've considered it, but I really think we're going to run into issues with that. Plus, it would kind of encourage you to just, Oh no, wait, that's HP equals usable slots. No, because that's... It's annoying, because I've heard the other side of it, this, like, every time you lose HP, you're allowed to play an extra thing. And I prefer that idea, because it's kind of the opposite of a snowball rule. But you'd probably end up with people, like, throwing the first, you know, 3 or 4 turns so they can instantly have, like, a 4 squad, and then just instantly stabilize and crush everyone else. Anyway, we're gonna do snipers only, so we're gonna do that. It's probably the last lobby of the day. But yeah, this should be good. So snipers only in the Wacky Pack. We don't have hard toys enabled, so I don't think we need to worry about it breaking again. And yeah, snipers are any pets that have an ability that can throw a rock. So even if it's throwing it at something else on your team or itself, you know, stuff like yak and manatee and stuff are allowed. Not that I've seen a manatee, and it probably doesn't exist. But yak does, so yeah. But that is a tactic. Keeping HP for late rounds may be better. But the thing is, it's not... I don't think you're actually going to benefit from, you know, doing well early with a single pet. But if you somehow made it to, like, you know, tier 4 or 5 with, like, 1 or 2 pets, you have, like, a massive, I don't know, disadvantage over people that are, you know, maybe a couple of HP lower than you, but have, like, a full team. It depends how easy it is to pivot. If people are just stacking stats onto lower tier stuff and, you know, losing 1 HP and buying something fresh isn't that impressive, then yeah. This makes rocks. Yeah, well, that's not a sniper. You got me, though. What about shop tier upgrades equals gain slots? I think that's pretty balanced. I still wouldn't know, like, what pack to do it in and stuff. Obviously, we could do it in the Wacky Pack at some point, but, you know, I'll note it down. So, shop tier upgrades... gain a slot. Alright. Well, anyway, I think we're probably good to get in here, so just as a reminder, you're allowed any pet that throws a rock. That is not stuff like, you know, skunk, cloud, whatever it is. It is specifically sniper damage. And yeah. That's it, really. So good luck finding them. Let's go. Alright, everybody, welcome. We are in the Wacky pack, and we're doing snipers only, so we have to work with the toy boat. Pets from any pack can be rolled, but only from the current tier. And yeah, snipers only means that you can only use pets that can throw rocks. That does include Pied Tamarin. It doesn't have to actively do it every time, it just has to have an ability that is able to. So you are a sniper. It is going to be very difficult to find snipers, I believe. Yeah, I mean, I got 2 things down. Bad stat line and they don't do anything yet, but that could be worse. Streamer luck already. That's not a sniper! This is what I mean, like, read the things. Like, I know it sounds like a snipe, kind of, but it has to throw a rock. Ethiopian Wolf is not a sniper. Come on, one more, please. Ah, rip. Okay. Do I keep rolling at this tier? Or do I just buy a strawberry and try and not die? Probably that. But yeah, so Groundhog, also not a sniper. African Wild Dog. I don't... yeah, that's a jump attack, so yeah, that's not a snipe either. None of that stuff, you know, Possum Lemming. We are mostly good, though. I'm definitely gonna lose. Dude, that sucks. I've already lost HP. Dung Beetle. Okay, I don't know if I'd actually trigger this, but it is a sniper. So, welcome to the team. Yak throws a rock at itself. Another sniper. There we go. Okay, we're kind of making progress. Like, we're getting things down. I really don't want to have to hold on to the Dung Beetle too long, but in case I do, I could, like, buy it at Paintbread. I'm not really feeling that, though, so yeah, let's send it. So yeah, end turn, take 1 damage and gain 2 attack. And Faint, deal 3 damage to the least healthy enemy for every food this is eaten this turn. So, similar to my Pied Tamarins, that is not going to do anything. And get rid of the African Wild Dogs, please. SR Ryan, please. You are cheating. Oh wait, African Wild Dog says attack with rock damage. Is it? Oh, I have no idea. I wouldn't have thought that it's a sniper, but I don't know. Up to you guys if you think that's legal or not. I'm just like dying. I'm gonna take a Codro. Oh, there goes my cherries. I am going to want to get rid of these very soon, but you know, just in case I don't, I think we freeze cherries. No, I'm absolutely going to want to get rid of these. I can't even level it, so I don't think that's going to be worth it anymore. Same deal with you. There's no point holding on to this at this stage. I had a Wild Dog 2 but sold when he said it wasn't a sniper. I didn't think it was a sniper. Does anyone else still have one so I can see it? I need to see it in a fight to be sure, but I definitely don't have it included in our regular sniper pack. The jumping attack second enemy for a 3 damage. It does have a rock, but... oh, it's a fist, not a rock, just looks similar. I was gonna lose. There's a sniper. Do I trust it? There's actually a decent amount of duplicates at the moment. And I kind of hate my current abilities, so probably. Could try and protect my Yak, but yeah, I think we just try and get actual abilities down because I'm not loving my team right now. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the Tamarin. The second one of these. Maybe this is good enough. Avocado, try and find stuff at tier 4. It's obviously still tier 3 next turn, but yeah, I'm going to give that a go. Why did you face a deer lord? I don't know if I'm going to be able to see that. I don't know why there's a giant squirrel on that team. Yo, there's a sloth. Okay. Amazing. Congratulations. It was an honor getting stomped down to 2 HP. Oh, I am so dead. Like, take a pygmy hippo, but it doesn't do anything. Like, I think these are 2 damage snipes. And that's if it doesn't, like, lose most of its HP early. You know, it's a lot better than the dung beetle, but it doesn't feel like it's going to change the fight in my favor. Bellsprout you. Actually, I'm definitely doing that, so yeah, just buy it now. One more roll. I could take a leech. That's a sniper. I don't want to. Let's buy the avocado. Find tier 4s. Alright. First time Keenoe didn't take HP of a sloth owner. It's... Oh, look at that. Right at the top. But yeah, you're not wrong. I do have a bad track record of beating up sloth havers. Can I find decent things, please? I want to play Bonobo. I want to XP. There's stats, but I don't even... Like, again, I missed out on my Axe Hound Hound combo, so it's not like, you know, stacking these together is like anything better than a 1-1 buff. Until maybe I find chocolate, but I'd rather just sell it by then. I'm just gonna roll, try and find other snipers. XP is very hard to get, but I do still love a lynx. Just find one other thing, please, so I can buy this and move on. Alright, I'm just selling my yak, he's gonna die. Okay. Well, start a battle, deal damage to a random enemy equal to the sum of all friendly levels. So that's a 5 damage snipe, could be a lot worse. Your pygmy heifer does 5 damage snipes? Whoa. Yeah, I'm kind of jealous. Okay, summoning equipment could be helpful. Do I get the fairy toy? Oh, potato, actually. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna look for another potato, because I'm gonna buy this because I'm really afraid of dying. Maybe I have to buy... No, I'm leaving. If I die, then I'm dead. It's just what it is. I don't think I can afford to not look at all. Okay, so we're just gonna send that. My team is pretty horrible. But yeah, never really found anything too impressive. It's just a shame. I love having links, but yeah, in this lobby, it's not great. Like, better than a dolphin, I guess. Maybe I'll be saved by my summon at the end. No. Okay. Oh, so close. Alright. That was not my run. I do still think I'm going to go because I really need to stretch my legs, but... Yeah, we'll definitely be doing more of this stuff on Sunday, I think. Like, there's a lot of potential for the Wacky Pack that I hadn't considered. So, yeah. Thank you for coming, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the lobbies. And yeah, I will be back on Sunday or same time here next week. Alright. Bye for now, then. Thanks for the games. Thanks for coming, everybody. Yeah, I need to stretch. Okay, bye guys.